Hello, my friends. Welcome in. It's episode 4 of our winter wipeout experiment in the Bundesliga. We've hopped ahead 5 years into the future. It is 2027. Have we broken the deadlock? Who's gotten promoted? Who's gotten relegated? Let's go take a look, shall we? But before we do that, shout out. We had a new patron on the channel. FM18 is a YouTuber and podcaster. Join the patronage at the second tier. Thank you very much, sir. Have a good one. As well as Chris Carpenter has upped his pledge. Chris has been with me on Patreon, I think almost since the beginning, if not the very beginning. I should probably go back and look before I say that. But I know it's been a long time, so thank you, Chris. It means a lot. Now, let's go take a look. I just like clicking on the league and clicking up, to be honest with you. It's a little bit faster. Let's go take a look at the past winners. Hoffenheim, Schalke, Wolfsburg, Leverkusen back-to-back, my friends. So let's go all the way back to the beginning of the experiment, right? Just kind of a bit of a review here. Bayern, Dortmund, Bayern, Leipzig, and then what I just said. Leverkusen back-to-back, Wolfsburg, Schalke, and Hoffenheim. Let's just look at who we have here. Arminia Bielefeld, who have kind of gone up and down in real life from the second and third Bundesliga, have made a bit of a run and finally got promoted up. I think that's interesting. Bayern, you'll notice no Dortmund, my friends. We need to go check them out. Werder Bremen is still up. Mainz is here. Frankfurt, Fortuna Düsseldorf. Is that a bit of a... Yeah, it's a bit of a change. They've been a second division team. And they popped up in 2012, 2013. And then, but they kind of have done the business, right? Ingolstadt's back up, because I want to say they went down, right? Yeah, they went down actually in real life last season, or no, the season before last season, and then kind of worked their way back up. So I'm most interested, to be honest with you. Where is Dortmund? Okay, they're in the second Bundesliga. All right. Let's oh goodness, they finished 11th on 49 points. The season before that, they finished 11th on 47 points. The season before that, they finished 6th. They've been there 3 seasons at least. 48 points. All those point totals are very similar, but their position jumps up 5 places. That's quite the tight race. 45-48, 1 win difference. It must have been this season that they went down. Wowzers. Okay, so we got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go take a look at some results. Oh, great. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. So Leverkusen wins. Okay, the previous season we had Leipzig, right? So where is Leipzig? They've dropped to second. Not that big of an impact. But Leverkusen jumps up. Bayern had gone way down. If we go look here, they just barely scraped, avoiding the relegation playoffs there. Or is it just the relegation zone? I can't remember. It's all the leagues. But Leipzig drops, Leverkusen steps up. Dortmund has sunk like a rock. They're in 13th. The previous season, they were in 7th. And, it took a nosedive. Following season, Leverkusen's like, yeah, we got this. Dortmund finally go down. Leipzig sinks to 12th. The following season after that, Wolfsburg has hopped up. Leverkusen drops to 3rd. Leipzig to 6th. Bayern to 16th, my friends. Dortmund down in the second Bundesliga. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. Schalke jumps up. Leverkusen is in 5th. Wolfsburg drops right after being the winners. Gets wiped out. Drops to 9th. Okay, I thought we lost Bayern. Bayern is in 11th there. And then Hoffenheim. Schalke drops 1 place. Leverkusen back up there. Leipzig back up there. Bayern still not really recovered, to be honest with you. They're more hanging on. So we will definitely take a look at that. So let's go back here and look at Leipzig after July 2022. Let's go look at their transfers to see what exactly happened to them. Because they won the league, right? And we wiped them out. They didn't make any transfers of any note after that, the entire season. But they sold. Oh, it's in US dollars. Of course it is. All right, I moved myself up and I've changed it back to euros. But they sold 121 million euro worth of players, my friend. 73 of that. Felice D'Imico. I don't know how to say that. D'Amico. I apologize. a Palermo player in real life with the Leipzig, and then they sold him for 73 million to Man City, where he's not really done much. 73 million is a lot, so you kind of, I'd want to see what that player, if I were you watching, I go like, oh, who's that guy? And why was he worth 73 million? 5.5 million, but 28 million for Bruma. Okay, he went to China. 205,000 a week. What? That is ridiculous. Okay, following season, they brought in 9 million, sold 17.25. That's a bit more even, you could say. It's still more outs than ins, but it's more balanced. 14 million and 38 million, so still, I mean, a 23 million player being sold here, 12 million here. That's some big moves. Really only, I mean, one player, really, and then you put 1.7 million. 15 million, 3.5, 8.5, 2.1. Nobody massive. Selling 131 million. This is 25-26. My goodness. Who did they sell this time? Timo Werner to Barcelona for 53 million. Nice. Paslak to Schalke for 27.5 million. Those are the two biggies. Makes sense. And then they finally have kind of rebounded. We're going to spend 20 million more than we sold. And did we spend it on one player? Kind of. Not really, though. Thomas Fitchen from Stuttgart. And then this upcoming season, not a whole lot happening. So I think that's a pretty interesting. I mean, they definitely, they bounced up there, took a hit. They just haven't been able to get back on this meteoric rise, right? So 6th, 7th is still not bad. It's just not where they were. Okay, so let's go look at Dortmund. So Dortmund won. Okay, it's been a minute. So let's go again after July of 2022. What has happened to Dortmund and their finances? July 2022. Okay, so they were able to bring in a player for 41.5 million, and they only sold 3 million. So that would indicate that they've recovered, right? Like that's not a team that's hemorrhaging players. Following season, 1.6 million in, 5.75 million out. That's a bit strange. Maybe that their reputation hasn't bounced back, and that's why, you know, they're not able to attract the players, even though they potentially have the money for it. We'll check their balance here in a second. Then the season after that, 9.75 million in and 51 million out. 11.75 is Julian Weigel. Wolfsburg, what is that? 8 mil? Oh, I mean 7.75. 10.25 to Bayern. You know, okay. Following season, 5.5 million in, 1.2 million out, but a lot of free transfers. And these are not exactly massive teams that they're buying from. This is probably when they're down in the second Bundesliga. 5.75 million in, 925K out. They are trying to claw their way back up. It is not working. Oh, that's, I guess that's the upcoming season, but still, no transfer set for July 1st. Let's take a look at their 37.98 reputation, and they've got 284 million euros in the bank. They've got 71 million in the transfer budget. I'm guessing it's just they can't attract players, and that is obviously limiting them. All right, we're gonna take a look at Bayern, because look at that. We've Man United them or Chelsea'd them. If you watch that first Winter Wipeout series, oh goodness. Okay, we're gonna check out what happened in July 2022. 62 million in. So spending just fine. Sold one player. They sold Pulisic to Real Madrid. What's he worth? He worth 60. He's making 125,000 a week. Yeah, it's not, I mean, it's, you know, it's all right. He's 28. What is, those stats could be better. Okay, following season, 24.5 million in. So they're plowing money into the team despite the results. 275K out. So they're not flipping anybody out. They're trying to keep all their players in. 25.5 million in, 8.25 out. 13.25 in, 4.4 out. So this is they are spending through this. This is 3.9 and 5.5. That's kind of not normal, but it's more balanced. And then 0 and 0 in the upcoming season. Again, if you look at the overview, that they were spending through this. I mean, it wasn't like they spent 150 million euros per transfer window or per season, but it wasn't like they were spending 2 million per season either. So they were trying to grind through it, and it is It is not working, my friends. That is really interesting. We're definitely going to do another 5 years to see what happens to Bayern and really to Dortmund as well. Is Dortmund going to be able to bounce back up? All right, let's hop forward. So the Leverkusen and was after July of 2023. Let's go see what they did because they were able to win it back to back despite having been wiped out. So let's take a look here. Not a single in. Interesting. Not a single, not even on a free is curious. And 19 and a quarter out. That's not massive. Following season, is it broken? Are they not able to bring players in, lads? 33.5 million out. 66 million out. 0 in. What? 21.5 million in. Finally kind of maybe recovered. 3.3 million out. And then 675K. Let's go take a look at their... How are they sitting? 41.62. They've got a fine reputation. They've got money in the bank. They got 159 million in the bank, and they've got, what is that, 30.5 million in the transfer budget. I don't know if I've ever seen a team go 2 years without a transfer and winning the title. Right? Is that, do I have my math right there? Either way, that's kind of crazy. Props to them. They said, wipe us out. That's fine. We got this. All right. So July 2025, we wiped out Wolfsburg. 46 million in? Wait. They won it in 24-25. So July of 2025. Not the year before. That might have been the reason they won. 46 million in, 6 million out. It's not bad. No transfers at all? Have we broken the game? 29 million out, though. The following season, 1 million in, 40.5 million out. And then 0 and 40.5K. Is it because of their reputation? Oh, yeah. 1257 reputation. And they've got... they've got 168 million in the bank. It's the reputation has taken such a dramatic hit that no one is willing to come play for them. And that is going to be a problem as time marches on. So we'll have to watch that as well. And then Schalke wins it. So July of 2026, we wipe them out. No ends. 96 million out. And they sold Paslak that they purchased from Leipzig. I mean, they made like a 3 million euro profit. I mean, at least they made a profit, I guess. My goodness, that is a hemorrhaging of of players. 96 million, and it's not like one player for 70. There's some good ones in there. The following season, 675K, and I mean we're just at the beginning part of the window. Like it's only been 2 days, and no ends. So they've got a local reputation as well. So all this building up their reputation over the years has gone to naught. They have 148 million in the bank, but they can't get a single player to come play for them. That is going to be interesting as well, because you have to wonder at some point, do these other teams start passing our wiped out teams because their reputations are better because they've been in the league for 4 or 5 or 6 years longer at that higher reputation. So we'll have to keep tabs on that. I'm quite interested in that. And then Hoffenheim just won the league. We're not going to wipe them out. I mean, we're not going to see the result of their wipe-up, but they've been right there. Oh, Hoffenheim fans are like, finally, it's like, oh, it's so close, drops off. Second place, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 times since we started the experiment. No less than 6th the one time. Aside from that, 5th and 4th. And Sempali is their manager. They've got a 3.5-star reputation. 7,222 is their reputation score. 117 million in the bank. Enjoy it while it lasts, Hoffenheim. 86 points, too. That is a thumping of the league, my friends. Oh, I just want to look at Dortmund's chart one more time. Oh, that hurts. They got a better reputation than Wolfsburg. And Schalke, regional versus half-star local, so they just got to get some players to get them up there. All right, my friends, I think we're going to end it there. Let me know what you think about this. I think we're going to do 5 more years into the future to see if Dortmund can come up, as well as seeing what happens to the likes of some of these teams. Will Bayern drop out? Will Schalke drop out? Wolfsburg? Let me know. Let me know what you think in the comments. I really appreciate the support on the series. It has been fantastic. Don't forget to hit the like button. It really does help us out. And leave those comments. We'll see you next time. Have a good one.